Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to show you exactly on how to cold call cash buyers when you're looking to sell and dispo one of your wholesale deals. If you guys are new to this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm going to be sharing with you guys exactly on how we cold call buyers and how we get deals sold. And so if you guys want the exact script of what I'm using to call these buyers, DM me the word wholesale and I'll send it over to you for free. So let's go ahead and get started with some of these calls. Like I said, we're using a list that we're just going to be cold calling, and we're using a CRM system to do all of that. So if you guys want a link to that too as well, it's in the description.
Hi, good morning. May I help you, please?
Hey Tony, how's it going? This is Kyle. How are you?
I'm well, Kyle. How are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, I saw that you were maybe looking to buy some properties in Jacksonville or do some real estate investing. Are you still doing anything right now?
I am. Are you a wholesaler?
I am, yeah. So I wholesale properties, and I have a couple properties that I'm direct to seller on in Jacksonville, and would love to put them in front of you and see if it's something you're interested in.
Yeah. Do you know the age? Because we stay away from properties that are in the extremely old pier system foundation. We prefer the slab on grade foundation, or at worst, the crawl space foundation.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how much you understand about that.
Yeah, no, we've definitely dealt with some issues with that. I mean, I know a couple properties that are framed, and the crawl space is really crappy below. So we always try to make sure they're blocked. And if they're not, we obviously try to look into it. I have one right now that's 1954, but it is
that might work.
Yeah, it is a block home. It's on 1.1 acres. We have an ARV around like 550 for it. I think you could maybe get a little bit more if you did a nice job on it. And then we're selling it right now for 339.
Okay, what's the zip code?
Yeah, the zip code's 32208.
Yeah, sounds very hard to believe, my friend, that a house in that zip code will go for over $500,000.
Yeah, but, I could send you one of the comps that we have that's on 71st Street that sold.
Does it back to the water? Is it in the water?
No, I don't believe that one backs to the water, and that one was pretty dated too as well when it sold, but it sold really recently here. Yeah, I could text you my email address, or you could just text me the link, however you prefer. Yeah, if you want to text me your email, so that way I don't mess it up or anything when I go to type it in.
What's the last name, Kyle, so that I can save you my contact?
Yeah, my last name is Allen, and I'll text you over some of my information as well, and then the company I'm with too.
Okay, we just to give you a quick rundown of our buy box. Ideally, anywhere up to 300 for a single family home, maybe 600 for a multi-unit complex. I already talked about the foundation deal. We'll look at everything because we're mainly doing buy and hold. We don't do fire damage, excessive mold damage, anything that has like a really significant damage, like a tree falling on the house, stuff like that.
Yeah, no probably foundation issues, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But that's not to say we really do take on rental, bathrooms, kitchen, anything, whatever it needs, electrical, new roof. So it's just that the numbers have to make sense, Colin. I've been doing this almost 20 years here in Jacksonville, to give an idea. So I'm well versed in construction, because I've flipped a lot of houses over the last few years, man. So but now we're transitioning with my partner to my capital investor. We're doing mainly buy and hold rentals.
Okay, cool. I love that. And then what type of cash on cash return are you typically looking for when you're doing these buy and hold investments? Are you looking to make like a certain cap rate?
We're not greedy, man. 8 to 10. Because we realize we're holding the asset. At some point, the market's going to do its thing and dip down and come back, even if it takes 10 years. That's the idea, but we're able to play with the numbers because we do our own renovation ourselves, so we can control the cost in that regard.
Yeah, and definitely, and you could always, do something, especially with a rental, where maybe you don't have to fix it up to the full potential, you know what I mean, and then kind of go in there and do that.
You got it. Yeah, we just put makeup on that pig and start making it money. We don't go full blown full rental, like on the flips, they're going to be inspected and appraised by the bank.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I have a couple. So we do some stuff here in Arizona, and I own some rental properties myself too. And I definitely could find you some deals in Jacksonville to hit that 8 to a 9% return for what you're looking for. And is that after stabilization, or are you looking for that kind of going in? Is like the method to burr out, or are you just gonna be buying these, put in the renovation, and then keep it on fixed?
After everything, but again, we're lenient. We're flexible because we understand that we can control the cost.
Perfect.
We'll analyze the numbers, but unlike the ARV on the flip, which is different. And I'm able to also gauge the overall condition by just looking at it.
Yeah, definitely.
And ideally, the way I work, I don't like to be, don't take it the wrong way, like pushed. And most wholesalers do not understand that the market is changing because they're either too new to wholesaling, or too new to the Jacksonville market. I guess what I'm saying, ideally, I'd like to get a 3-day due diligence inspection period so that I can get my general contractor to work the house with me, depending on his availability, before I put any binder down. Because to me, it's illogical to pay the money up. You know what I mean? I guess I don't like to do the non-refundable, like right away, we sign it. And I get it from your perspective, you're looking to move it. But I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're trying to say. And it's definitely an objection we have with a lot of people when we sell these properties. And at the end of the day, I mean, I get it. I'm a buyer too. I fix and flip houses here in Phoenix, Arizona. We've been doing Jacksonville for about 1.5 years. We've done Tampa and Orlando and stuff, obviously different markets. And,
Okay.
here in Phoenix, we do a lot too as well. So obviously, at the end of the day, I'd love to give you 3 days. I just can't hold the contract, but I'm always happy to give you those 3 days to do your due diligence. Because some deals, as you know, obviously being in it for 20 years, not every deal sells the same day. You know what I mean? So if I have time on it
Exactly.
and, it's a good deal, I don't mind, letting you go in there, doing your thing for 3 days, and then sending the money. I'm just going to keep it available to always still shop out and then at least find someone else if you do decide not to move forward with.
Right, until somebody actually sends you the non-refundable binder.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's as long as we can do that. I mean, I love working with people.
That's fine. No, I get it.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. I guess I'm more of a old-fashioned, men of my word type of deal. If I say I'm going to get it, I'm going to buy it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why
100%,
waste your time on mine if I'm not even sure what it is that I'm buying? If that makes sense.
Exactly. And I want you to always get in there, especially if you want to make sure that the renovation is going to be on par, or the photos are not that great that we get sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because or even that the photos don't tell the whole story. You know what I mean? I mean, we have sometimes where people miss photos of important things and they just quite frankly don't get it, so
because if they don't know construction, they won't know what to look for.
Exactly. And most of the people taking the photos don't know construction. So
let's put you hold for a second, Kyle.
Yeah, no worries.
Ya cerró hacia afuera, Alfa. Ya cerró hacia afuera. Something else, Kyle. We don't buy houses. We do not inherit tenants. They have to be vacant and empty.
Cool. Yeah, we have a couple times where we have like post-possessions and stuff like that. But, I'll always let you know if there is a post-possession, and obviously if that's a deal breaker, we'll obviously just pass on that one.
It depends on the quality of the deal. We would be open to it if it's a good deal that it warrants it with maybe retaining, what do you call that? Escrow holdback type of deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we always require at a minimum $5,000. We've gone up to $25,000 depending on the house and the tenant and maybe how crazy they might be if things go a little wonky, So we try to always kind of read that, but at a minimum, we're always going to get $5,000 as a holdback if we do something like that.
Hold on a minute, decile a Orfa que estoy en el teléfono, decile a Orfa que no está afuera. Sorry about that, I'm doing like 3 things at the same time.
No, you're good, man. I know how it is being out in the field and stuff like that. So
we're in buyers. We don't reassign, so it's just my own personal policy. Because I don't like to just as an end buyer, I don't like to be done like that. I've been burned a couple of times, so when I tell you we'll buy it, we'll close and it will be the end. We'll be the end investors, my partner and I. We're not looking to reassign anything, just so you know.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate the transparency on that, and I'll always let you know too as well, you know, what's going on our side, and make sure that we get some deals to the finish line. Because at the end of the day, I mean, you know, as you know, you've been in the business for long enough, you know, us wholesalers, we need good cash buyers, and I like building good reputations and relationships with people. So I don't need to go, you know, get this thing all across the world. I'd rather just bring it to a handful of people that I know can actually close and get the deal done that way versus trying to shop it out to everyone and their mother.
We can exactly. We can close in a week on vacant homes as soon as the title work is ready. You know, you don't have to wait for us. We don't have to do. My partner and I, we don't do our money loans. None of that. You know, we're not going to make an offer if we don't have the money already in the bank to close on it.
I love it.
I guess over 20 years, I've learned to be efficient. You know, my time is too valuable, and so is yours. So I'm not even going to begin to try to waste your time if I know for a fact I cannot close it, whether or not the numbers make sense.
Perfect. Sorry, I'm just taking down some notes for you. Well, I love it. And then would you guys do anything like larger multifamily, or is like that 600,000 just kind of the main?
No, you can send me everything, because that's just me and my partner. But I'm also a realtor. I'm a broker. I own my own company. So I rep a lot of other investors who have deeper pockets. So yeah, by all means.
Okay.
If the numbers make sense, we'll take a look at everything, and does not have to be in Jacksonville per se. It can be anywhere in the surrounding 5 or 6 counties, like Nassau, St. John, Clay, Orange Park, Baker. So it does not have to have a Jacksonville address per se. It can be, right outside, within a mile radius of Jacksonville.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, no, that's good. And then I had a 32 unit. When you send me over your email, I'll send it over to you. We're trying to talk with the sellers to get them down, I think, a little bit more on the average cost per door on it. I think is a little expensive given the renovation and the lift that it needs to get it up to par. So I'll send it over to you just in case you see anything different than I do. But that's kind of been the overall feedback that we've had on it. But you know, at the end of the day, I like just putting deals in front of people to see, you know, what their thoughts are. I know it is a little bit of a bigger deal, but at the end of the day, if we could still make something work or come in, you know, with some solid offers, would love to present something.
Yeah, sounds like a plan, Tom. Let me text you my email address right now, then I'm going to save you my contacts. Good talking to you, brother.
Yeah, it was great talking to you too, Tony, and have a great day, and looking forward to staying connected, brother.
Sounds good, man. Take care.
All right,
bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. So obviously it's really important to build good relationships. I mean, that's one phone call. Think about if I made 100 phone calls today, how many good relationships that I could build and keep building again and again and again. So if you guys like content like this, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'd love to help you guys out and learn how to wholesale real estate. We got a bunch of free contracts, free courses, and all the information that you need to get started today. So go check out some of my other videos and some of that free content that I have in the website link below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.